Hi, friends. Chris Kelly here. Hey, happy Wednesday to you if you're getting this Wednesday night. Again, as usual, I'm a little later in the week than I would like, but we're getting it out nevertheless. So always try to be faithful on getting one of these out every week. That said, a little bit about the market. Again, a strong week of new listing inventory. I mean, we're down 100. Excuse me, we're down 100 or so from last week, but last week we almost had 1,000 new listings, and that's pretty significant since we've only broken that like once all year. So I think we're at 897 this week, so still a strong week. 829 pendings. Last week we were at 618, so a lot of things went active. And 600 and some solds, which that's a fairly appropriate pending to sold ratio. That part actually looks good. It'd be really nice if the listing inventory would break 1,000 for a few weeks in a row, but I keep saying that, and I guess I can't just wish it into existence. Really the long and short of it, and I hear it so much. I've heard it this week. It's Wednesday. I've already heard it a few times. Heard a bunch last week. Chris, we'd sure love to do something, but we don't think we can find what we want, so we're not gonna. There's a ton of that in the market, and I know I've talked about that many times, but it continues to persist and continues to exist, and it's probably gonna. So, that and the fact that money is likely to remain pretty cheap. It just keeps this cycle, this dynamic, what it is. One of my good friends, Cale Dunning up in Vancouver, had put an email out talking about the market and is it a bubble, is it not? And he thinks the way I do, and there's lots of reasons to know that it's not a bubble, and lending practices being one of them. It's harder to borrow money now than it used to be. It's certainly harder to borrow money than it was, pre-Great Recession, so pre-09. And really housing inventory is going up, as he puts it, because of natural market forces. There's not a glut of new construction. There's not funky lending standards that's making it, allowing people who have no business to buy. There's none of that. So inventory numbers are low, which and money's cheap. So people want real estate and people want to move from A to B, and so it's just this dynamic continues. We just wrote an offer for a gal, and there were 10 offers, so that's still happening. It was a relatively lower priced piece of real estate in a real nice part of town here, but still, it's those things are still happening. I do think it's happening a little bit less, and again, depending on where you're at in Portland Metro and price point, it's definitely happening less. I have had a lot more offers where we're the only offer, which is refreshing, but still seeing some of that multiple offer business. And now we can't write love letters anymore. We can't write letters to the seller talking about who a buyer is, and that's, I don't know what effect that'll have, if anything. I think it's a little silly myself. That's just my opinion, but neither here nor there. So again, the market remains, as I keep saying, robust. Which is, it bodes very well for a seller, but most sellers have to be a buyer. So, if you're selling and moving out of area or moving to an area where pricing and the market's different, which there's not a lot of those, everywhere is more expensive than it was, but then this will bode really well for you. If you're moving in Portland Metro to something else in Portland Metro, well, then it's kind of a water level, and you're gonna kill it on the selling side, and you're gonna pay too much on the buying side. That's just the way it is. But there is a home for everybody, and it can be done. We have had a lot of buyers become fairly discouraged, and some of them have taken a hiatus. I get it. I do. I would say that if you're taking a hiatus, don't really take one. Keep an eye on what's going on, because you might be surprised something will come along. Anyway, Hey, that said, a couple of things. I made this little announcement last week. You know, we were looking for a person. We're gonna scale up Kelly Marketing Group. We're gonna try to crank up our how much business we're doing, how much volume we're doing. We probably will grow the size of our group. So if this is something, if you know somebody that might be a good fit for us, that'd be great. I have made a decision to bring in a fantastic human being to be an operations/business manager, and she already has been working with me forever. So those of you that know Cheryl, hopefully that puts a smile on your face. She's going to do phenomenally well. I'm excited about it. That said, the annual, I think it's our 19th annual Kelly Marketing Group Picnic, a Saturday in the Park theme this year, is in a month. It's actually in exactly a month. It's August 21st, 2 to 5 at the Kelly residence out in Damascus on Strawberry Drive. If this is something that you'd love to come participate and you didn't get an invite or don't have my address, just reach out and let me know. I'm sure Janet or team will post it on Facebook and it'll go out in the mail and all of those good things. So anyway, sorry, I'm a little rambling today. This is a relatively long post for me, but I had things on my mind. What can I say? Anyway, as always, here to help, here to give good input, give good advice if and as needed. And, we care about you and yours. So that said, hope you and yours are staying well. Till the next time.